So in today's episode of Last Pagan Gaming, right now it is actually 2 in the afternoon and it's very rainy right now. And it seems that there has been a little bit of trends going on. Trends that are in the not so okay kind. Now what I'm exactly talking about is rumors or pictures surfacing of two celebrities who are going out. But it's not just, not just them going out, but rather that there is malice in that picture. Actually, two pictures. Also, watch me try to slay this dragon with just pure arrows. I kid you not. For those who played Dark Souls, now, especially Dark Souls 3, the third installment. That's double redundancy. Sorry about that. Anyway, when you play Archdragon Peak, and there is actually a point where you get to kill the Ancient Wyvern through a plunge. Now, that seems to be too easy, and that is not how I would want, a battle between one person and a dragon to happen. I mean, it sounds like something out of a fantasy movie, but, I want it to be a little bit more stylish, or a little bit more patient. So, if you want to watch, 15 minutes of arrows being tossed, or, 15 minutes of me trying to dodge some wyvern's attack, sure, feel free to do so. Also, I'm kind of testing some new applications for the use in this blog right now. Trying to use a new video app. So aside from Power Director, okay, there is the Filmora Go app. Now you can actually try that, you can actually use that, and you can see the difference. You can see a lot of the difference there. Lesser restrictions. Well, lesser restrictions, and you just have to buy just a few things, and it works. It looks great. Before we get to our main topic, we'll have a bit of a backstory of why this is actually trending. Why is this actually on fire ngayon, as I would say. So we do have Gerald Anderson, and we also have Julia Barretto. These are the two celebrities that are not supposed to go out with each other. Gerald is in a relationship with Bea Alonzo. That's for the record, or what was once the record. Now, Julia also was in a relationship, and now she's back to being, all alone. Her ex is now a quote-unquote best friend, and now she's in the purpose of self-help, self-healing, self-regurgitation, self-deprecation, or whatever thing that you add self as a pre. So, as you can see in the picture, okay, this was actually taken by a Bea fan who somehow snuck into the club. Probably to be able to get dirt, probably get E-Fame. Maybe not E-Fame, but because she wants to protect Bea, and that, from what I've actually seen of the post, is that she deserves better. Now, you can actually look for the actual link or the actual statement that she has in her Instagram or social media accounts, or actually even, again, your friends' social media accounts. They're actually just around the corner, and it definitely tells one thing. that these two are going to actually dig themselves a bigger hole for them to sleep on. I mean, the mere fact that, she's already, huggy-tighty with Gerald. Okay? Then we can see that Bea was not pleased with this. She was not really comfortable seeing the pictures, but she did like the fans' effort. A for effort. Ngayon, she placed a black frame, on her Instagram and said something along the lines of, "Enough." So she really called it off. There is no more Bea roll. I'm not sure how to, put it into terms, but Gerald is definitely screwed at the moment. And Bea is now in the process of healing and forgetting and, trying to forgive those who have hurt her. In this case, Julia and Gerald. Julia, on the other hand, hasn't posted anything. I mean, check the social media accounts and everything, but no updates except, on her story about, some movie promotions. Gerald, I haven't actually seen his side on Insta or Instagram, but there is like one post. Wait, but actually I have seen it, and since it's a story, it's actually on IG stories. You have to accept failure to be better. Well, Gerald, you're out of the loop now. You're no longer under the loving arms of Bea Alonzo. So, where do you run to now? Hint, hint. Where do you go to now? You might as well accept, You might as well go to Julia and, just accept her. Because you two have only each other now. Even Julia's ex-turned best friend actually posted a sad story, or a story on his social media account. Something about, then you go with someone who does become better. Something along those lines. Let me try to find the exact wording here, because stories, like screenshot it, someone will be informed about it. So I'm gonna try to find the wording from that series. Now this is just plain sad. Now that I've found it, you will move on to someone better, as stated by a portion in the scene in Netflix's Money Heist. So you can actually see nahuhugot din si Joshua, or Julia's ex-partner turned best friend. Now that is just really sad right there. Bea, though, took the long and high road and decided to become a stronger woman, So after being discovered of those photos and everything, here's what she has to say. You can't make the same mistake twice. The second time you make it, it is no longer a mistake, but it is a choice. Enough! Flexing that strength. That's what Bea Alonzo did, Flexing on Gerald, and his lack of awareness of his polyamory. Now, I'm not gonna sympathize or empathize Gerald since he has done wrong, but meron siyang isang thing na he might not be aware of. What if all this time, deep inside his deep-seated nature, what if Gerald actually is polyamorous? He can't keep himself in his pants. He can't keep his pants. He can't even keep one steady woman in his life. One. He cannot stick to one. He's like a cookie dough plate. He has to stick to 6. He has to stick to 2. To bake a cookie, you can't just bake one cookie with one mold. You have to get that baking tray. Put 6 molds of cookies, have them baked, have them taken out of the oven, and boom. That's what Gerald Anderson is. No more than a cookie tray. Because he's polyamorous. He's not aware of it. He has yet to accept that he possibly is polyamorous. Sir, you might as well be polyamorous and try to find someone who is as polyamorous as you. Alright? Like what your Instagram story says, accepting the failure to be better. Now, that is a failure. You failed to become monogamous. So what you should do is try to be better at being polyamorous. Those not in the know, polyamorous comes from 2 words, well, 2 distinct words put together. Poly, which is well, more than one. Amorous, mapagmahal. So, mapagmahal siya sa marami. Hence, polyamorous. That's what he just needs to simply do. Just, just be better. Rest your heart for a bit. Or, well, there are 3 options actually. Rest your heart for a bit. Accept your polyamory and try to find someone else. Or, be with Julia, I guess. That's on you, buddy. That's on you. Wala na magagawa dyan. Kung talagang type mo si Julia, then yeah, go for it. Go for it. Knock yourself out. Pero other than that, make the right choice if you want to be better. Okay? So while we're talking about, Gerald Anderson possibly clapping cheeks with Julia Barretto, I'm still here trying to slay this dragon. So, you can stay here for the time being. Click like, comment on it, comment on what to say sa mga issues, or sa video na to. Subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell, by the way. And just let us know, let us know your input sa whole issue about this. If there's something that that needs to be addressed, then something needs to be addressed. All right. Anyway, just have fun and just watch me try to remove this dragon and win the battle. Okay.